the dopamine hook. We immediately introduce scale and threat with an extreme close-up to stop the scroll.
This rapid cut sequence overloads the sensory input, priming the viewer for instant action and reward.
Observe the primal fury. This gorilla charge is pure id, no strategy, just a massive physical payoff to resolve the tension.
The sheer scale of destruction here satisfies the audience's craving for spectacle, a constant visual reward loop.
Cut to a new environment is a sensory reset. The shift underwater forces anticipation with slower, darker movement.
The dark tension is resolved instantly by the luminous energy beam. This is a deliberate aesthetic shift for an immediate reward. The heroic fanfare solidifies the emotional payoff. It's a clean resolution that validates the viewer's investment in the fight. We swap genres from sea to sand. The car throw is a quick, violent action that immediately establishes the machine's overwhelming force.
This is the tension build-up phase. The rising musical score reflects the viewer's increasing expectation for the imminent crash.
Payoff achieved. The auditory and visual climax of the impact floods the brain with maximum dopamine release for that arc.
Here's a classic battle: numbers versus raw power. This narrative framing keeps the viewer mentally engaged and rooting for a side.
The swift, brutal counter is an undeniable power reward. The quick resolution satisfies the aggressive action need.
We introduce a mini cliffhanger. Focus on the struggle creates acute tension, increasing anticipation for the monster's reaction. The dramatic fall is the physical payoff for the monster's successful defense. Scale is emphasized for awe.
Humanity's last hope. Introducing a relatable protagonist elevates the emotional stakes dramatically for the viewer.
This is the build-up to the hero moment. Increased tempo and fast visual cues maximize the feeling of urgency and expectation.
The electrified blade hitting the scale is the immediate, visceral reward for the run-up. High contrast sound and visual peak. The monster's counterstrike introduces a setback, shifting the emotional state to worry and resetting the tension for the next phase.
We jump to a cosmic scale. The vibrant, high-contrast colors offer a strong visual novelty reward. Reset the viewer's focus.
The sight of the defeated entity spiraling out creates a secondary anticipation, the danger of its landing/impact on the world below. A classic David versus Goliath setup. The ineffective military response quickly establishes the monster's insurmountable power.
Visual of the clean slice is a clear, satisfying dominance reward. The monster is effortlessly superior.
One last chance. Expectation subverted. The failure acts as a shock, which re-escalates the threat dramatically.
Recognition reward. Bringing back a familiar fight increases audience retention. The roar signals renewed conflict.
He's learning. A major cognitive reward. The viewer enjoys seeing the monster evolve and apply strategy successfully.
The destructive finale is the satisfying payoff for the counterattack arc. Maximum reward is achieved through the large explosion.
A slow, powerful walk creates an emotional trough, allowing the audience to process the victory.
A street fight. No rules. The shift to a smaller, more personal, gritty scale provides aesthetic novelty. This is the first major visceral impact hit of the fight. The focus is on the direct, brutal payoff for maximum shock value. The immediate, relentless counterattack sequence provides a high-density sensory overload, overwhelming the viewer with action.
The chaotic electrical effect serves as the climactic payoff, utilizing light and sound for a strong, temporary peak.
Tension maximum. The slow, ominous moment before the final blow is a classic technique to maximize audience anticipation and suspense.
The horror is out there. The shift to the ultimate scale, space.
By focusing on the human terror, we ground the colossal threat, triggering empathy and a primal fear response.
The defense system's quick, powerful strike
is the immediate relief and technical reward for the high-tension buildup.
The fading scream into silence offers a chilling end to the scene, serving as a clean emotional disengagement point.
This is the price of victory. The sacrifice hook maximizes emotional investment before the ultimate payoff.
The countdown reaching 0 delivers the maximum possible reward, a visually overwhelming.
The long silence after the peak forces the audience to emotionally process the massive reward, creating a deep emotional trough. Time to clean up. The sudden shift to a high-skill, single-hero narrative offers a new, faster-paced aesthetic.
The hyperspeed action sequence provides extreme, rapid micro-rewards through the visual display of efficiency and skill.
We introduce a momentary threat. This brief failure increases the tension and value of the subsequent power display.
The explosive force field is the immediate, satisfying release for the preceding moment of danger. The original kings. Nostalgia and awe for raw, historical power is a powerful, novel stimulus. Slow motion focuses the viewer's attention entirely on the moment of maximum visceral impact, extending the reward.
A dynamic surprise counterattack. The visual spectacle of the flip provides the sudden, unexpected reward.
Setting up the next threat. The T-Reg's vulnerability creates anticipation for the coming underwater danger on.
The battle for the skies begins now. Complex mechanical transformation is a high-value visual dopamine trigger.
High-speed, close-quarters action. The sound of metal scraping and the sense of imminent danger maintain the peak tension.
Violent separation is a surprising payoff, disrupting the rhythm and creating a new, immediate threat BART.
The successful recovery is a massive relief/reward, satisfying the tension built up during the unexpected fall.
Return to the Age of Monsters. A major genre shift to fantasy provides crucial aesthetic variety and novelty.
The glowing sword visually signals the imminent payoff. The charge is the classic anticipation setup before the strike.
Clean decapitation is the payoff for the charge. Slow motion maximizes the visual reward of the success.
Surprise reversal. The twist immediately negates the previous reward, spiking tension for the next phase.
Back to the Kings. Re-engaging an established rivalry uses audience recognition for an easy emotional hook.
This messy, chaotic action segment brings the first half to a full, high-energy climax before the midpoint break.
The midpoint rehook delivers rapid-fire micro-rewards, triggering positive memory and setting expectation for higher intensity.
The Earth itself rises. Introducing a slow, immovable threat is a change.
The failure of traditional weapons subverts the viewer's expectation, magnifying the monster's power and raising the stakes.
The power payoff. The slow anticipation of the fist slam is rewarded by the chaotic, large-scale eruption and camera shake.
A battle we cannot see. The shift to an invisible, psychic threat.
The visual demonstration of the psychic power provides the immediate, terrifying payoff for the unseen threat.
The use of near silence during the catastrophe forces maximum focus, maximizing the sense of invisible, overwhelming power.
Myth becomes reality. A powerful aesthetic change to a historical or fantasy setting provides a complete visual reset.
Focusing on the small, terrified humans emphasizes the massive, crushing power of the monster.
The brief, successful moment of human resistance provides a temporary emotional relief or reward before the monster retaliates. The swift and violent retaliation shatters the previous relief, creating a stronger shock and action payoff. Conclusion End. Providing cognitive closure to a previous fight arc is a satisfying mental reward for the viewer.
A direct fourth wall break and threat. This creates immediate personal tension and anticipation for the next scene.
Something rotten has arrived. A sensory jolt. The shift to a gross-out visual and sound for novelty.
The rapid, brutal, and easy destruction of the car is a quick,
violent reward that establishes the creature's lethality.
The small victory by the civilians is an emotional relief, offering a quick reward to balance the monster's power.
Reward is immediately crushed. This short-lived success increases tension for the hero's fate.
Lightning strikes twice, a massive escalation in energy and speed, utilizing the high-energy aesthetic of the storm.
Power-up sequence is pure anticipation. The visual surge of energy cues the viewer for the massive destructive payoff coming next.
The intense beam is the powerful payoff for the power-up in the previous shot, satisfying the build-up with a chaotic visual.
The ultimate defense. Complex mechanical transformation and the size versus speed dynamic provide new visual interest. The emphasis on the small monster's speed and agility creates excitement, contrasting the slow, predictable threat. The focus on the weak point is the payoff for the agile movement, creating suspense as the damage mounts.
The ultimate payoff for the R.A.G.E. The massive scale of destruction during the collapse provides a satisfying visual reward.
They just won't quit. Re-engaging this rivalry shifts the focus to endurance and respect.
The final, desperate move. This exhausted action creates high tension and an emotional cliffhanger for the true winner. Man vs. Idol. The introduction of human skill and mystical chi provides new visual novelty and context. The rapid, high-skill choreography offers a faster-paced reward, focusing on technique over brute force.
The synchronized energy strike is the powerful emotional reward of teamwork and skill overcoming size.
Clear victory payoff. The slow-motion decay maximizes the visual and emotional satisfaction of the climax.
Someone called pest control. The jarring contrast of the mundane setting and the colossal monster creates novelty and humor.
The grotesque action of the gulp is a quick, disgusting visual reward that provides a sensory jolt.
An unexpected, low-tech attack. This setup creates huge anticipation for the comedic/destructive payoff. The internal explosion is the satisfying, humorous payoff for the reckless plan. Pain/chaos is rewarded.
For the crown!
A rapid series of brutal impacts. The fastest sequence of physical rewards to maximize the knockout effect.
Primary conflict is resolved. The exhausted, final victory provides the audience with a deep emotional reward or closure.
A final, jarring shift to psychological horror provides one.
This sudden, disturbing action with an abrupt audio cut emphasizes the psychological terror and provides a quick shock.
The grand finale, an extreme, rapid montage re-triggers every single positive reward from the entire video for a max dopamine peak.
It was never about the Earth.
The ultimate cliffhanger. The reversal of all previous victories triggers a strong surprise and massive future reward anticipation.
Team up or die. Like and subscribe for more epic hits. A direct, high-energy CTA capitalizes on the peak emotion for conversion.
A clear path to the next reward. Low-effort cognitive steps for the viewer to continue the dopamine loop. Subscribing. Watching next.
What happens when the rage stops?
Don't miss the sequel. A classic suspense ending to drive repeat traffic and ensure future anticipation.
All footage is transformative commentary.
Check the description for links to more content.